Evening all, Remarks here, back again with another video, back again with another VR related video, and I have a new headset for you today. It's the DPVR E4 version 2. It's a black version, and as you know, or you may know if you do follow my channel and follow the history of me, I have a VR arcade and I have 7 racing seats. And whether you know or not, we have the DPVR E4 white version on all of our seats. So we run this on all 7 of our stations. It's a nice, easy to use headset, comfortable for customers. It's got a nice resolution, works pretty much perfectly and flawlessly with Steam VR. So you just boot up the DPVR software and then it just sits there keeping everything running nice. So big thumbs up for that. Sound kind of is okay. But it never cuts out. We used to have the Rift S and that used to cut out all the time. It used to be a nightmare to kind of maintain. But the E4 solved that, and now they've brought out a new version. They've brought out the E4 black version. So they've actually sent me one. It's over here. I'm going to open this and we're going to have a little sort of look-see inside, see what it's all about, see what the main differences are. There are a few bits that they've changed to make it better. As it says on here, gift. They did send it to me for free, so bear that in mind. No commercial value, although if I was to sell it, it does. But they obviously didn't want me to pay any postage or import tax or anything on it, so it's nice of them to do that. But take it as you will, that they've obviously sent this to me for free, so I didn't pay for it. They've not asked to see the video, they've not told me what to say, but I do like DPVR. It's actually a company that I've had a fair bit of dealings with, and the people that I spoke to and dealt with have been really nice. And the headset itself, as I say, I bought 7, so I bought them. I didn't get those ones for free. I bought 7. I clearly value this headset. So this is the newer version. I will put a link, an affiliate link to it down below. But I will be fair, I will be honest. I'm always kind of fair and honest in my reviews. I don't want you guys buying something that's rubbish, but at the same time, this may be the headset for you, it may not be the headset for you. But I'll give you a kind of my informed decision, or my informed opinion on what I think about it, and then you can kind of decide whether you like the headset or not as well. So pros, cons, I will let you know what I think of this headset and see what's really been changed between sort of the first version and this new version. Now, first thing I can see inside the box is we don't get a new box. We just get the same white box for the DPVR E4. The only difference I think it says, shake it free, is it actually says on the front of it, E4 black. Yeah, I mean, you could have changed the colour of the headset, couldn't you? Get yourself some more promotional photos. Nothing else really on the box, a little bit of information about what the headset is on the back there, but nothing too crazy. Let's get into this, have a little look-see. We want to see the actual headset itself. Now, they did send me the E4C, which was the same headset as this, but without controllers, and it's more used for sort of, I wouldn't say sim racing, but you could use it for sim racing. It doesn't have its own audio. Oh, box on the floor. But it's more kind of for these sort of things, so if you're using on roller coaster machines. So it's more for that. This is more for the consumer. This is the consumer version. This is the version that you will buy. Oh, look, it comes with, in the box, a pleather facial interface, and still comes with the, it comes with the fabric version and the rubbery one. Ah, so you get all 3 headset choices in one box. That's a bit of a bargain, isn't it? They've included a fabric one, which is quite nice anyway, that's nice to feeling. A pleather one, which is cool. And I think they're magnetic, so they just pop on and off. Yeah, there we go. And they've also included this version, which is kind of like the flippy floppy rest off your face type one. So if you don't want it kind of resting on your face, we use this one in our E4s on the racing, because A, it's easy to clean because it's like silicone, and B, it's nice and light. So you sort of see it's on here, all floppy. So the headset almost kind of, with the halo strap, just rests in front of your eyes. It doesn't kind of push on your face, which is one of the reasons why I quite like it for commercial use. The controllers are the same ones as before. I don't believe anything's changed with the controllers, but I will double check and put something on screen if something has changed. But unfortunately, they're white rather than black to match the headset. So you get a black headset and white controllers. Not my favorite thing that's been done there, but you know, once you're in VR, you can't really see them anyway, can you? So does it really matter? Probably not. I guess like if I was to use this headset in a commercial setting, it might look a little bit odd. What we've got here? So we've got a nice long cable. That's cool. And this is one of the main things that's changed. So this little sort of nubbin box here, blink breakout box or whatever, on the original headset it was a massive box. It was a great big chunk of a box. So if we have a look here, that's the difference between the box. It is a fraction of the size. It is not even a third of the size, let alone the plug that plugs into it as well. So we've got some improvements there, that's good. Still got the headphone jack in there. So if you want to use third-party headphones, you can still do that. The IPD adjustment is software-based, so you do that within the software itself. But as I say, the software for me has been really reliable. Now I don't use it on my room scale stations, so I don't use the E4 on there. I did try it, and initially the compatibility with some of the games was a bit off, so I stopped using it. And I didn't replace the indexes because we do use Valve Index on our room scale stations over here. But then this headset's come along and it's got some improvements, some thicker cable. That was one of the issues I think with the other one, people complaining about the thicker cable, and it's supposedly got some better cooling. So it's got little vents, top and bottom, we can sort of see here. So a vent at the top there, and I believe there's one at the bottom as well. They did kind of do that in a kind of 1.0, 1.1 version of the E4, the white version, put some extra holes in it. But now this one has actual proper little grills and stuff rather than just little holes that were kind of almost drilled in. That does look pretty cool. It's a pretty smart looking headset and quite light. It's got a nice kind of like, what would you call it? Like a iridescent sort of oily look to it. Not oily as in greasy, but kind of that look that oil gives you on the water. It's pretty cool, and it will have a little light on it as well. Oh yeah, they changed the top head strap as well. Before it was like an elastic, like it was terrible. So you'd put it on your head, and then the entire session you found like the headset was like pushing up off your head because this elastic bit was just like pulling the headset off your face. So now it's an actual Velcro strap. Nice, big thumbs up for that. I like that improvement. Obviously that sort of breakout box being tiny now, much better. Looks like most of the breakout boxes now is at the other end of the cable, which is where it should have been all along. And it does require power. So you can sort of see here, the box here, let's get rid of that rubbish. This little box here, it's got a little power input, you've got a plug to plug in there, and then it connects to your PC with one USB 3 and one DisplayPort. Yeah, so same as before, no changes there. I believe the software is exactly the same. It works the same, it does the same stuff. It's had some E4 black sort of upgrades to the software as well. I'm looking forward to setting this up, giving it a go. I do want to test it on a room scale station, so I'll put it on one of these stations here and sort of see what the compatibility is like with PC VR. I know it's going to be fine when we're racing. I already rate the white version, think it's great, but I want to see, has this actually significantly improved enough to be a viable headset for a VR arcade? Because this is what, 500-600 quid? It's actually kind of a relatively cheap, good value PC VR headset. And as I say, quite comfortable for customers. Nice sort of a space for glasses. Never really had any issues with putting glasses on. People are like, oh, this is so much more comfortable than the Index when they swapped from the game into the racing. And it is, because it is so much lighter than the Index, even with its strap. Do we have anything else in this box? We've got the lens protectors. They're nice, they go onto the lenses just to kind of give them an edge, because at the moment, if you look, it's just a flat lens. So you can easily scratch those with glasses, especially for commercial use where you have people of all sorts of types and whatever putting the headset on. You want these little sort of protectors that just slot straight on, give it kind of that extra few millimeters of kind of space. We've got some little earbuds if you want to kind of connect earbuds to the end there, give yourself some better audio. Anything else interesting in there? Just the power plug. Looks like that's about it, and it comes with kind of every adapter you can kind of imagine, which is fun. Nothing else in there. I think there used to be some little extra clips, but maybe I'll include those here, like these little clips here. They used to give you a few more extras of these, but that's not a big deal. I never use those. I like using the pulley systems on the ceiling, as you can kind of see, to pull the cables out of the way anyway. That's a much better solution, so I wouldn't bother about that anyway. Oh, and the audio is meant to be improved. So the audio comes through these little holes here on the headset, a bit like sort of Quest and those other sort of headsets. And it's meant to be a lot better, because before it was a fair bit tinny, wasn't great. It's fine for racing, but if you really want to get serious, you'd have some extra headphones over the top. And the good thing is, because the headset strap is so thin and so light, you can easily put headphones over the top anyway, so it is kind of convenient for that as well. But let's get it hooked up onto a PC and give it another test. Oh, I've just noticed I've actually got the little clips in my hand. I had them in my hand like that the entire time, so there's a little bag of 3 more of those little clips. So there you go, if you do want some more clips to clip it onto walls or ledges or clothing or whatever you want to do, you can do that. Right, let's get it hooked up to a headset. Right, here we are with it all set up with this little flippy floppy front. Actually makes it really kind of convenient to play when you're on your own and you want to quickly check something, like setting up a game or something like that. You do have to, I do find, with the facial interface, you have to kind of put it on your face first, so it's in the good position, then put the head strap on, then tighten it in. And that kind of helps kind of keep it in. Otherwise, it kind of lifts up a little bit at the bottom, so you want to almost have the head strap up a little bit on the back of your head, so it's almost sitting quite high. Especially with because they've got the pleather version of the facial interface on at the moment. Same thing would go with the fabric one, but the rubbery one tends to be a bit more flexible. But there you go. Here we're playing Job Simulator. Works absolutely fine. Looks lovely and crisp. Can't argue. Tracking seems really good. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, no qualms there. Grab button does the little hands, grab button and trigger does the finger, pressing the A button does your thumb. Yeah, can't really argue with that, working well. Now into Beat Saber, all looks pretty nice and crisp. Tracking once again seems really good. Can't really see any kind of messing around. I do remember before when you were doing things from behind your head, it wouldn't be very good, like it wouldn't know to come back in. So that's pretty solid now. Let's do hard. Audio sounds better, a little bit less tinny, but not amazing. Not as good as the Valve Index audio, but then that is double the price of a headset, and Index is notoriously famous for being some of the best audio you can get. Oh, but it is loud. And it doesn't sound tinny, you know it's loud, but it just doesn't sound great. It's not bassy, but to be fair, they improved the audio on the original one after a little firmware updates. They might be able to do this again. But also, you can plug in some headphones super easy, because it's got the headphone jack just literally behind on this cable. So if you want headphones, plug them in. I think if anything, the audio or sound in Beat Saber was a bit too loud. This is nice and calming. A little bit of mini golf, a little bit of pop pop. There we go. Everyone's favourite. Ah, miles off. Ugh. But it looks really crisp, really clear. It's got a nice kind of sweet spot. It's quite got a decent sized sweet spot. There we go. Ooh. Setting up as well was super easy. All you got to do is download the DPVR E4 Assistant and install it. Turn on Steam VR. It works straight away, no issues. And it just sits in the background, doesn't interfere. The menu button is a Steam menu button. No kind of like third-party software getting in the way. One of the main reasons I like the DPVR. Just work with Steam. Don't do anything fancy. Don't mess around. We know what we like. We know what we want to do. Keep it simple. So my thoughts about the DPVR E4 Black. Now, I like it. I think it's really good. If I was going to get a headset and I was on a bit of a budget, I couldn't afford a Valve Index, this would probably be the headset I get. You could say, okay, the audio is not great. Yeah, but you can easily plug in some headphones if you want even better audio than the Valve Index. It's got the flippy floppy up-down design, which is really cool. It's been going for a good half an hour, 45 minutes, while I've been testing and playing games, and it's still cool to the touch. The old E4 got quite loud and quite warm when playing, even when idle. And this, I can hear it going. I don't know if you can hear it. Probably not. But a nice little vapor chamber sort of cooling system or something I think they've got now in there, so that's quite cool. As I say, sweet spot's quite nice. Controllers are okay. They're very much like sort of Quest controllers. Menu button on both sides, and the great thing about it is it works directly with Steam VR. As in, you do have to install the DPVR Assistant 4 software, but once that's installed, it sits in the background, doesn't interfere with anything else. All menu buttons are Steam menu buttons. Perfect. None of this kind of open a third-party thing or whatever. I've never had the DPVR software on my 7 racers once crash. It's been really good, really solid. So really impressed there. Nice little joysticks. I like these kind of little, what do you call them? Almost switch kind of joysticks. Really nice. Fits nice in your hand as well. I've got nice adult hands. Headset, yeah, can't really complain. This is definitely a worthy upgrade to the E4. And I say I did recommend it and did like the first E4, so this is even better now. And I don't think they put the price up at all. But the headset strap improvements, it can even go super small. So this is kind of how big it is. That's the biggest headset there. So fit a giant head in there. I can easily fit my head in there. And then we can go all the way down to little baby head size there. So you can fit sort of even smaller kids in here. I know that was one of the issues I think people were having before. Never had really too much of an issue with it on the racing, but we don't tend to recommend it for under 10. So now it probably would fit even smaller heads than what we get on there. So maybe it would be great for an upgrade. If I had 6 more of these, I might replace some of my racing, but I can't afford that. But if you want to use that affiliate link down below, you can pick yourself up one of these. I do recommend it. I think it's a great headset, good quality, nice and light. No real negatives to say about it. The only negative potentially is still the audio is not amazing, but it's working with the games I tried. No issues there. It's got sort of a few toggles that you can kind of toggle between sort of joystick and control pad versions if some games don't work right. And also, if you jump on their Discord, if you do find a game that doesn't work right with these headsets, tell them, let them know, and 9 times out of 10 they'll probably fix it. I had a problem with the E4 before with a different game. I let them know, and then the next update, bang, they fixed it, and it will now work perfectly with that game. So don't be afraid to kind of reach out to them and sort of let them know if there are any questions or whatever. As I say, I think that's one of the best things about this headset almost, is their Discord, the people in there, Arden and a few other people, they're all really nice and friendly. They are super helpful. So if you've got any issues, got any questions, want some support, do reach out to them. I've been kind of impressed with them really. I'm in that Discord group as well. It's one of the few Discords I do check quite often, and I keep nudging the camera with my cable, so sorry about that. But yeah, it works really well. Nice thick cable. I think it's a 6 meter long cable now, so you've got plenty of room to move, and it's a proper thick one. Look how thick that cable is. That's a proper beefy cable, much bigger than the previous cables. That's nice. Bit more sort of life in it. I think some people are having issues around sort of the head strap bit here, so now that's much thicker, so I doubt that's going to break anytime soon. It's a little bit kind of inconvenient because the strap for tightening it is right there in the cable, so it's not brilliant there, but you get over it. It's not a big deal. It's a small I'm just picking at straws right now, trying to figure out sort of something negative to say about it, but so far I can't really say much negative about it. It's a great little headset. If you pick it up in a deal, because they always have like deals on these things, probably get it less than 500 quid, $500, whatever. Actually, a bit of a bargain. Inside out tracking, controller tracking was really good. Setting up is just drawing a boundary like normal, just like you're used to on sort of Quest and that sort of thing. Well done, DPVR. Very impressed. I think you've done a great job. Some great quality of life improvements. It's nice to see a company kind of listen to feedback from customers and really improve a product. So as I say, if you want to use that affiliate code down below, that will give me a little kickback. I'm not expecting you to. I actually honestly 100% recommend this headset if you want a very relatively budget PC VR headset with a really nice display. It's not like it's worse than the Index, it's just different. The Index is great just because it works flawlessly with Steam. This practically does that the same. So I think if I was to set up a new VR arcade, I would be very tempted to get a suite of these instead of the Index. And then I'll be saving myself like thousands of pounds because these are practically half price when they're on sale. So yeah, use that code below. If you don't want to buy it, that's fine. But if you did, hopefully you did like it, and hopefully you like this video. So if you did like this video, give this a thumbs up or a thumbs down. If you don't like it, that's fine. I'm big enough and not going to take it. But do let me know in the comments down below why you didn't like it, and I'll try and do better next time. I can't remember what the rest of my outro used to be, but I know that I used to give you guys a virtual high five.